Alright, alright, alright. Another close range or medium to close range stagger build with a bazooka. Very nice. Crow, good to see ya. Early? Nah, you're a wizard. We arrive never late nor early. We arrive precisely when we mean to. Moby, what's good? Welcome to Humble Abode. That co-op mod looks very, very fun indeed. And Zane, what's good? Dear God, not my shekels. Alright. Yeah, no, we got ourselves another kind of a rusty close range to medium range build with another bazooka stagger, kind of like in the last video we took a look at. Young, greetings, welcome to Humble Abode. So yeah, it's always kind of the thing when I take a look at a build that has both a medium to close range weapon and just a close range weapon, I feel that you might as well just go all into one, considering one weapon can work in two ranges while the other can only work in one. So you'll have to close the distance anyway. So it's either you close the distance and build it more stagger and then use the bazooka as a punish, or you stay at more of a range and use your bazooka to punish. It can really go either way. I agree, Crow. I agree. I must concur. Indeed, Zane. Zine. Damn weeb swords, man. Goddamn weeaboos. But no. Last thing, which one do we go for? I would go for close range if we had a melee, but since it's a bazooka, we might as well go long range. So let's just rock double Rinsetsus and build around that. I went past it. Overburdened, eh? We're gonna have to make some changes, like good old Basho. I didn't save us, but we'll get there. Our Gen VP20C, that's actually most excellent. And it's all really because of our knock Ryer at this rate. If we're gonna go medium range anyway, I definitely want to go Jav. Go VP44. I'll have to go to Alba Legs. Ooh, might even have to go even thicker. Interesting. Or it's another gen. Hakushi might. Nah. I should get 370. Let's see what the recharge is on the VB20s. See what that's about. In this universe, Rusty joined the Red Guns, indeed. Incredible. Sorry, so how much, 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 5. What's regen speed looking like? Pretty quick. Yeah, not bad. Although I want more capacity. Yo, Casper, welcome to Humble Abode. Just popping in here to lurk. Gotcha. Need to mod Hopeless stream. Nice. I get you. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, for any of you who do not know, I just made a community post about it. Hopeless, my buddy. Great dude, that dude over on Twitch. Hopeless Gaming. I'll put a link in the chat right now. He's doing a birthday stream. It's his birthday. So if y'all want to go over and wish him a happy birthday, that would be most excellent indeed. I'm sure you would appreciate it most indubitably. See if I can't grab this here link. There we go. Boom. There's my buddy Hopeless. He's most epic. Might you suggest Sentai? Sentai would be heat, but not only are we overburdened, but if we probably could run it, the EN load would probably be way too close. So if VP20C is preferable for a build like this, most kite builds you won't be dodging a lot because you just be relying on your normal speed to get distance and then fire back, and then once you get close, then you rely on dodging or self-boosting away. And having natural regeneration while you're standing there shooting is so good because not only, say you're airborne, you're still regenerating some of it in air. The second you touch the ground, all the way up. Or even on the ground itself, you're going to be all the way up. So if we can run something like the VP20C, that would be awesome. But right now we're a little too heavy with double Rensetsu and a Majestic. Although Majestic is like the lightest bazooka I would willingly want to run on such a build. Although technically, I mean, I would opt for the most optimal choice here is just switch it to like a moonlight or something like that, or hell, a melee in general, because then we would get stuff out of the arms. But the weapon is a bazooka by default, so I don't feel like I should change that too much. You know, becomes a hard line to toe between optimization and just like pure upgrading. You know, do I want to bring your build dream to life? Yes. Is the most optimal way to change it quite a bit of a metamorphosis? Maybe, but if I can avoid it, I would. So let's keep it a bazooka for now. Probably just gonna have to change the legs to something a little more sturdy, like a HAL or so. Though I don't really want to go too far to 60, but I don't want to lose too much AP either. A 350 build like this might be warranted. Oh, actually, Melander might be good. Yeah, basically 360. That's not bad. For a build like this, not bad at all. You probably won't be kiting BVOs very consistently, but you don't really have to. Oh, actually, we go SPD too, so we actually might be able to go Alba now. Hold up, let's see. Yeah, fuck yeah, there we go. That's what I was missing. Didn't change the booster to SPD. SPD goated kiting booster indeed. Yo, trees, welcome to Humber the Board. If you want a build to be upgraded, you can either save it here in the chat for when we move through the other builds, or you can post it as a comment in the most recent Requiem video. And we will take looks at it here in stream. I would say post it now, but it might get buried under discussion while we take a look at finishing this build in the next. So yeah. But you know, leaving in a comment in the most recent video works as well. By the way, we ran some math. All mine legs are better than HAL. They're lighter, have 400 more AP, and only lose 10 aptitude stability. I see, exactly. I see. That's pretty dope. They do be having more health. Wait. They are heavier, though. But you know, pretty good, pretty good. Oh, so now we can VP20C, and we're chilling. Very nice. Stability not in the best place, but that's fine. Actually, we have 5 to play around with, but the weight, we don't really have much to play with, so we probably couldn't run Melander, but... Ooh, yeah, no. That was going to be the best thing to run for now. Very nice. Yeah, no, I think we'll get more out of it. Alright. Looking good to me, man. Well, actually, if our bazooka is meant to be a stagger punt, I like the proxy dead of the Majestic a little more. Although, man, the direct hit. Oh, we can't even run Javelin. Never mind. All right. About to save the Javelin for the stagger punish, but can't even run it either. That's fine. Yeah, so desired game plan is just fire the bazooka actually whenever you can. Get the max of Valia. Obviously, stagger would be nice, but, you know, if you must fire it out to initiate the combat, that is fine. And then, yeah, do your stuff. Just do your best not to fire the Javelin outside of range, and you're chilling. Bing chilling. Alright, let's take a look at the original compared, and then we're chilling. Yo, hello there indeed. Welcome to Humble Abode. Who's next on the list? We have another build from a comments. Every stream I usually take builds from comments and set them up here, at least 2 of them. And then we work through those while we wait for people to pop up in the chat. And then we take a look at their builds. So currently we have none exactly lined up, but perhaps. We'll definitely take a look though, to be sure. Alright, so save this for now. What do we got? Alright, stronger, faster. Very nice. Nice. Alright, let's give it a Requiem paint and be chillin'. Bing chillin'. Alright, now we got ourselves a fucking hover tank boy. Big boy. Greetings, welcome to Humble Abode, y'all. Yeah, for sure. Post all the builds you like. Although I would say if you're gonna post it here in the chat, I would save it for after we finish this build, just so it doesn't get buried under discussion. Alright, so this build, its loadout weaponry is actually pretty damn solid. Although, if you're going to like 3s, hell, even 1s, I'd almost prefer box missiles or like siege missiles here. Only because you can use it more reliably to get more guaranteed damage and keep the stagger up, so you can more or less guarantee your Fasans will break the stagger and kill them. But, you know, bazookas are definitely a choice for sure. But yeah, let's see if we can't min-max the main frame and then maybe play around with the weapons. Although if you had the missiles, it'd be more of like a boat rat type playstyle where you would fire and then run away and fire and stay in the sky constantly. But honestly, with this setup, you actually be able to stay in the air a little long. Well, it's not like you really need it. Boat legs are really good at staying in the air because of their natural hover ability. Like, look how slow we fall. And then all back up. And then with these type of weapons, you could even go the distance of firing off your bazookas to stay in the air even longer. And then you recharge it all then as well. So yeah, now all these weapons as a combo are mighty indeed. Fucking railgun them to death. So yeah, honestly, great. Although, actually, I'm going to switch... oh, can't. Ian, sure fall. Preferably, I want to change these to the Quan G because of their reload being just a bit better. Just they're pretty much the same damage, but just better reload, which makes them much more viable because you can just fire them a lot. The difference may not look a lot in terms of reload stat, but oh my god, does it make a difference in fight? Oh my lord. In the fight, anyway. You're up next. You're always the first to watch the videos. I do appreciate the enthusiasm and ongoing support, but we must be fair to whoever posts their builds first, or whoever wants to see their build upgrade here first in priority. But yeah, no, we'll definitely get the 2-year build for sure, man. Alright, so max stability pretty much. Although, interesting, only 20 or 2100 stability on this. But I guess the boat doesn't get a whole lot of stability contribution, huh? Yeah, depth stability is not a lot. Makes sense. Alright, what can we run? Walt FCS? Yeah, might as well. Core gen, definitely. Always goated on a boat. Also one of the only gens you can run on a boat with all this type of weapons. Pulse armor, goated. Although I don't think the expansion was listed in the comment, but pulse armor is just goated. Majestics, gotta keep them for now. Facades, hell yeah. Mind beta, I'm guessing Ian Shortfall will curve which are on barrel, yeah, so we might as well just run mind beta at that rate. But we could honestly, can we run? We can, yes sir. Sure, we lose a bit of stability, but honestly, it is fucking worth it. Alright, and with that change in weight, we can now run Varel Head, which is always good. You may be able to run Quan G's. There's one. There's two. Nice, yeah, the weight change is nuts. Alright, can't change legs. Inner parts already looking good. Loadout is most epic. Frame parts are optimized. Although actually we might be able to get some thicker arms. So yeah, we're already hitting 209, which is below even the lowest speed threshold I ever even think of, which is 250. That's at least where the breakpoints really start. So I guess anything below will really matter. So we must go all out in terms of stats. Considering I don't think we'll see a huge difference in our self-boost speed. Plus this doesn't peg me for a tank that's meant to be running around a lot. Just getting close-ish. Medium range, really. So what's our self-boost right now? 3.8, 384, but with shuffle tech we get to up to like 500 almost. So, not bad. Nice. Alright, yeah, now with this setup, more durability, which is nice. A little bit less stability, but, you know, we got the health to tank, and we are tank indeed. We're going to be taking a lot of hits anyway, so. Yeah. Not bad. Yeah, natural recharge not there, but we do have coral, so might as well just run it. Yeah, but with this we have enough time to get extra shots off even when they're still on direct hit. So even if you land all this and it doesn't kill him, you can still full come up. That's pretty dope. Oh yeah, looks good to me, man. But like heavyweight BVO moments, heavyweight BVO is definitely a thing. That is for sure. One of the builds of all time, some say. Can you go after Zane? You got another. I see another gimmick build incoming. Gotcha. Yeah, for sure, man. You're definitely not making it to ranked. Hey, man, ranked ain't so hard. You got it, dude. Any build can work. It's just a matter of time. I see. All right. So we're looking 100-ish, only like 90 to 80. Less stability, but a lot more health. Looking good. All right. Just giving the Requiem paint. Bing chillin'. Looking good. Very nice. Alright, yep. Let's go ahead and build a build. Alright, so yeah, Zane, if you want your build, you can put it here, or you want to, do you want me to recreate the heavy BVO from the comment, or what have you? I'm still surprised to see Bash show on most of your builds. I see. I always go for weapon spec when building without a melee. Yeah, so that's the thing. It's kind of unfortunate, the amount of people that like see something and immediately think like fucking they're confused. I guess it's just a lot of unknowledgeable players. Not yourself, of course. I'm talking about more or less people that are like, you're not even upgrading the build, bro. It looks different. It's like, dude, it's optimized. It's what's best. So the thing about the Bastio arms, yes, max melee spec, almost no recoil. Well, 60's not nothing, but still, it's not great compared to the rest. Firearm spec, shit. Load limit, bad. Only thing that's really good is its natural defenses, mainly explosive and AP. But also its weight in EN load is close to nothing. It's very, very generous. But what these arms allow you to do, since they're so light, they usually give you around like 20 plus boost speed for your build, which allows you to become more static in other areas, say like Varel Head or, you know, any type of Melander core, stuff like that, depending, of course, on your build and how light you want to go. But the Melander arms are just so good because the recoil itself matches up with a lot of super good weapons for any type of build. You want range build? Rensetsu's have 12. I thought it was 15. 12 recoil. So that's really fucking good. You'll get almost no recoil anyway with the Basho arms, which is great. That's the other thing. Also, another misconception, I suppose. Firearm specialization really does not make much of a difference. It only adds a little bit of contribution to your FCS, but your FCS contribution to your targeting is way more important. That's the expansion. I'm dumb. Yeah, but your FCS, man, way more important. At this rate, firearm spec really isn't that useful. It's only really good if you want to max out, like absolutely just be on your target at all times, which does sound good, but you'll have to run lighter arms like Knockrider and stuff like that to see such an outcome. But then again, if you're using close range weaponry, you really won't even see a difference. The only way I could really see it being useful is on long range, because obviously you would need the FCS to be locked on as fast as possible to hit them, instead of letting them dodge and then, you know, just outstrafe your bullets' projectile speed. But like, yeah, no, it's not that important. But yeah, no, Basho just has way too many good uses right now. It definitely needs a nerf to its recoil, making it just primarily a melee arm set. Because right now its recoil allows it to use long range weapon, pretty much every close range weapon. Yeah, it's nuts. Even weapons like the Harris, stuff like that have pretty meaty recoil, And usually if your weapon has half the recoil of your arms, recoil control, you're going to see quite the dip. But if you just use a charge shot of the Harris, you don't have to worry about that. Because the recoil only consists after every shot. You know, once the bloom goes up. Once the bloom's up, it needs to go back down. But the bloom will never really go up if your recoil control is great. Or the recoil is low. That's what I say. But yeah, no. Right now, the Basho arms are super over-tweaked. Very, very good. They should definitely get some tweaking in the next patch, methinks. They're just way too good on way too many things. And that's why you see them on a lot of builds. Because they're just goated for a lot of scenarios. Weird. The one in the comments saying, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, AP on Basho is insane. Yeah, Fire Spec does, yeah, it just doesn't do a lot. It'd be cool if it added more damage, but at the same time, I feel like that'd be a little cracked. So yeah, no. It just helps your FCS track, but not as much as your FCS. So if you go run like Ocellus, it's really just to help your FCS get that much further the way. So like if you're using Ocellus and you're in close range, there's literally no point in Firearm Spec. You're already maxed out. You're not going to get anything else to that. The only reason you use it if you use like Talbot, and like I would never really run Talbot on Basho. Basho require you to have max in the category, or at least very close, like the Walt in your category for it to be useful. If not, then you're not going to really hit. Well, yeah. You probably won't, yeah, no. So yeah, if you're running something like Talbot, where it's only half and half, you would run something like Nokrai to help you get a little bit further in there. Or anything else with better firearm than the Basho. But yeah, Basho require things like Ocellus and Walt, things that are more or less maxed. Or PO4, or PO5, I mean, PO5, yeah. But yeah. Requiem video comment, indeed. Alright, let me go check. Chickty check. There's a comment. There's the video. The fuck is that ad? Alright. There it is. Alright, heavyweight BVO. Rensetsu, explosive thrower. What else we got? Huxley. Alright. What else we got? Pulse Blade, the butt. Hell yeah. Love a good old explosive thrower butt combo. Absolutely epic. Some people actually thought this would not be a good combo when I ever told them. They're like, well, nah, the swap be too slow. Nope, it is perfect. The swapping delay in the game can be kind of wacky. Either that or my controller's fucked, but other people have had the same issue, so methinks it is of the game. Right. Feral Head. Shao Core. Shao Core, what the fuck? Which core? The fuck? I don't know which core you mean in your comment, brother. Hey, Green, gonna send my build? Yeah, sure thing, man. Oh, wait, never mind. Gotcha. Yeah, I can save for a bit later. A little wee bit. I just see 3 arms. Alright, what else we got? Record legs, very nice. Parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Talbot. Santa. Pulse armor. You were on it. There you go. You're gotcha. All right. Let's see what we got. So, BVO. Funny enough, 3 of these weapons are the same as my BVO remake, or my take on it anyway, or at least the original variant of it. It's pretty different nowadays. Or it has the same 2 melee weapons, because I think they go together like fucking Ricky Rat and Fortnite. And that's a fact. Alright. So Talbot, and how much tracking? Above 100? Yes, sir. So as long, a rule of thumb anyway, from me anyway, if your arms at least have 100 firearm spec or melee spec, then it's going to actually make a good difference. Those are goals you should aim for if you're trying to get like bonus damage out of your stuff. Otherwise, you're not really going to see much of a difference. Alright. Oh god, that melee thrust is, yeah, you're gonna have to dodge into it for sure. God, our speed is so slow. 260. Yeah, dude. Yeah, so that's the thing. What makes BVOs so dangerous and so, like, good is, you know, their speed and stuff like that. That's why the evolution of the BVO is a lightweight. Lightweights, to be light, can't run heavy weapons because, you know, they want to stay light and fast. That's their advantage over big boys. And the most damage you can get out of lighter weapons is a melee. So naturally progress up to, well, the name of the game, besides your melee is your damage and everything else is your stagger. So BVO was born. So for a heavyweight BVO, this would die against a heavyweight naturally in most cases, especially if they're running something similar or akin to a Larbster setup. And this would probably get outpaced by a BVO because it's trying to be the best of both worlds. You have the Loda of a BVO, kinda, and you have the physique of a more heavyweight, which means you're kind of pulling yourself in 2 ways and becoming the master of none in a sense. The jack of all trades dilemma. It is a fat BVO indeed. It is obese. Yes, sir. The O in BVO is for obesity. Diabetes. Alright. So yeah, what we're gonna have to do to make something like this build. Now we can yeah, we're gonna chunk down. We're gonna slim down a little bit. Keep a bit of our durability. We should be around like 330, if I'm not mistaken. And we should have a pretty chunky lad. This will be more or less like a first draft of my original BVO, which did perform very solid against other BVOs because we were a little thicker, more like a medium weight, so they couldn't just out damage us, and we were basically as fast up close, because that's the thing. If you're fighting another BVO, you don't need 370 speed because you're not trying to outdistance anyone really. If you're built in close range, then there's no point. Could do VP20C, although I recommend Coral always, but you know, that's just, I don't recommend Coral. I prefer Coral, which is mine, my own taste. Yeah, at this rate you can either run an Isogen for more speed, or you can go a little tankier or heavier and run Zim. I do recommend Zim for burst damage. It does help, especially if you're against a heavier opponent where you can't really sit there and shoot your gun. You need to fire and then dodge, keep moving, stuff like that. That's when that comes into play. But yeah, something like this is pretty dong solid. Because now we're a lot faster. What, 340? That's insane. That's nice. Dodge distance is good, dodge reload is good, natural regeneration is epic. Although, of course, you might find yourself running out of energy a little more and having your regeneration stulted, I suppose is the word, stumped. Because every single time you use a melee action, it resets the recharge time. So, say if we dodge, 1, 2 seconds, it starts recharging. Dodge, 1, 2, 3, 1. There you go. It like stops into place. Kind of like whenever you jump, it stops the regeneration a bit. You slowly regenerate in the air, but not as fast when you touch down. It's similar to that. So if you're in a constant high speed combat, and you're using your explosive thrower a lot because you know you can, all the cool stuff, you might find that you often don't have the energy refilled as fast as possible, which is why using a Coral Gen can be pretty useful, because you just redline it anyway, which means its regeneration won't really be staggered. So you'll be fine with that, indeed. Yeah. But yeah, this should be pretty solid. it dominates BVOs or decimates BVOs, but you're spot on about the other oversized boys. I mean, the only way a big boy like that would stomp a BVO, in my opinion, is if the BVO player just isn't really attuned to the playstyle, I think. Like, I would say any good BVO player, much like a dude called Eric's in the server. He was in the latest tournament video. He was fighting a Larpster, straight up Larpster build, LCS, LRB, big boy, and he actually got around on him by playing around him, using his speed a lot. Couple staggers, couple melee punishes, and he actually pulled out a dub. He didn't win. He only won the phase, but you know, definitely a good performance indeed. Just goes to show someone who just picks up a meta build won't really be as good as someone who actually knows how to play it. That's where you really find the power of a build, when you're truly attuned. So, oh, I didn't even save the original variant. Hold up. Nope. There we go. Oh yeah, we also gotta make Red Gun Prime, both variants. We gotta combine all the best of the original Red Guns and all the best of the Reforged Red Guns to finish off the Red Gun chapter in Reforged. Alright, so here, let me give this one the Requiem paint real quick, and then we will recreate the original, put that up these saves, and then be chillin'. Yo, Lord Sun, welcome to Humble Abode. We are doing most epic indeed. Alright, let's switch this back to what it used to be. Rensetsu, same weapon loadout, Varel head, this core, these arms, same legs, same booster, or did you have SPD or something? What did you have? No, you had a right? Let's see. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. That is right. Talbot and Santai. Alright. Alright, we are considerably weaker in defenses. Actually, not that by that much, actually. What the hell? Only 200 less AP, basically. Less than, technically. And the AP is also not that far. Or the stability is not that far. Much more speed, much more EN. And, yeah. Overall, less catchable. Considering you'll just burst, move around, all the good stuff versus kind of burst, don't really move around a whole lot because, you know, the fire rate of the Rensetsu itself is not very high. If it was, it would actually be fucking OP at range. It's already really good, but, you know, that kind of stuff. Alright, now, Sparring Club. I think it's your turn. And looking way better. Amen. It's not fat, it's power. Hey, I finally got live. Nice. So if you want to play Armor Core or Elden Ring, nice. It's only for this week. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm on anytime. I'm down anytime, brother. Just DM me on Discord or at me in the other games chat, and I'll be on. I've installed Elden Ring, so I'm down. I haven't played Elden Ring in a couple months, though, so I'm bound to be a little rusty, but, you know, played it for enough time that I should be able to get back in the swing real quick. I think I have, like, 700 hours in the game. It's kind of naughty. Good game, very good game. We knew it was Game of the Year before it came out, as I'm sure everyone else on the planet did as well. Your build's a little up in the chat. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll get to you next, Crow, for sure. Nice, man. Sweet. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother, man. Now, let me go open the chats and let's take a look. I do agree, Zane. Most BVOs don't have the explosive throw, which I think they would both... Well, lighter traditional BVOs, similar to this exact setup, I don't think should run it because they'll end up trading with opponents because they'll stand still to use it, which could very well mean they won't win the stagger trade because their natural stability isn't very high. But if they're a thicker build, much like the one we just used, then it's very well worth to trade and use the explosive thrower because it is good. Explosive thrower is definitely a very good counter to BVOs in a sense, if you can land it, of course, which isn't as easy as said as done, indubitably. But yeah, let's see. Hold on, let me scroll up. Let's see if I find your build. Ah, here it is. I think. Yeah. Double diffuse cannons. Double diffuse cannon build. Double laser rifles. I'm assuming you mean LRAs, but I could be wrong. Correct me if I am wrong. Could be LRB for all I know. The light ones that you can spam. Do you mean LR? Light ones to spam. These are the lightest laser rifles, so I'd imagine these are what you mean. VP head. Double torso, line C3. What are the legs and internals, bro? I don't know what they are, man. LR, yep, nice. Alright, so what are the legs and internals? I gotta know what kind of legs we're working with. Or at least if you, like, know the type you want to use, then we could work in that easily. That's another thing when upgrading a build. I don't want to change the leg type unless it's very necessary. Back to the metamorphosis talk again, yeah. Fit as bipedal. You forgot how heavy it was. Hey man, diffuse cannons are pretty sturdy. You definitely gonna need something akin to like a wrecker and stuff like that. I've seen a build like this. Funny enough, the same guy I was mentioning earlier, Hopeless, who's doing a birthday stream. If you haven't checked him out, do feel free to check him out. He's most epic. He has a build that is very similar to my first competitive ranked build, and it's double diffuse cannons, double zims. Mine's double zims, double LCS with a different frame. Funny enough, he built similar, but not exactly to the same frame that we're using as well. Ricky Rat minds think alike. But you know, double diffuse cannons are kind of nuts. Alright. Yeah, Lula's going to be kind of necessary. Oh, not kind of, definitely. Ocellus might as well. VB20C. We're going to probably run Coral with these, which is fine. LRA. Ian Shortfall. We need different core. Run this just for now. Might as well run Bastio, get some more speed out of it. Probably gonna have to go Melander, at least to get the 310. Can't even do that. Interesting. Oh god, this was a heavy man's. Heavy Mendes. Can we go how? We can, although we don't get much speed out of it, so there's almost no points. Yeah. Interesting. I get you, I get you. Made a similar build to Gimmick AC of only Archivist parts. I see, I see. Only difference is the frame and use laser dagger. Gotcha, gotcha. Mans did it for Gart. This is true. Alright. Let's see what we do. Yeah, so these do decent stagger and obviously lots of damage. The only thing, yeah, on later builds you're definitely just going to stagger them a lot with just spamming these for sure. However, bigger boys are definitely going to be the bane of your existence. We're just going to out DPS you. That's why I figured double Zims in laser cannons is the way to go, because then you split your primary's damage into mainly stagger. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. High stagger, high damage, high stagger, high damage. You just stagger them, do more direct. That's what makes it able to beat larger opponents. Indeed. Yeah, so for a build like this, I guess, yeah, best example, too, is in the recent tournament we did, the placement tournament. It ended with a not BVO, a Larbster, traditional Larbster, LCS, snail frame, LRBs, versus a new form Larbster, which was Zims, snail type of frame, and LCBs, the new high laser cannons. And although these did a lot more damage than the LCS and the diffuse, are technically not entirely, but basically, they still didn't get it because their fire rate is so shite. I know the fire rate is pretty much the same as LCS. In this scenario, though, you'll get more damage off and more mobility if we switch these to the LCS. Laser cannons, indeed, but much better in both weight and EN load, which will allow us to be a little more lenient in how we build. So, yeah. Alright, so with this, we reach 314, which is heat. Overburdened, yeah, the weight's a bit of a sucker. What can we do with this? Can we go Mind Alpha? Don't lose a lot of stability. We do gain a lot of health. Like you were saying earlier, Zane, definitely. Defenses all go up, a little bit loss of stability. Jump height and distance go down, though, by a decent bit, which I'm not a fan of. Not too shabby, not too shabby. See what else we can do for inner parts, though. So let's gonna pretty much need coral. Keep the expansion. These laser rifles. Or if we're gonna be on a cell syringe anyway, it might just be better to switch these. I was playing around a lot when I was making my cosplay Iron Man build for the tournament a long while ago. I was having big contemplations between the LR and the laser handgun, because they effectively do, man, half the damage almost. A little less though. But I think their cooling's better, or their, let's see. Let's redo the test. Let's retread this land and see what we find as our result. So let's see. Similar fire rate. Very similar. Actually, if we're running Basho arms, we actually need to compare recoil more than anything else. 17, 18. That's not that bad. Well, if we're running Basho, we're definitely going to need to minimize the recoil. Alright, rifle overheats first, but it also comes back faster too, which means more damage per second, which is ultimately going to be great. And honestly, since we can run it, we're going to be at 310 either way. Might as well just run both of these indeed. For me, Hal and Mind alpha legs are the same. I see. Looks different for me, that's all. Gotcha, gotcha. Dementia, I see, I see. Hey man, dementia's badass. Dementia? Why would you mention that? That's a memory loss disease. I don't have dementia. You're just a Ricky Rat, man. Alright. Still be at 310. Harm. Defense to go up. Jump height's not great, but jump height don't matter that much. But yeah, the health increase is great. Definitely mightier than our loss in AP anyway. As well. Definitely want to stay in 310. Alright, this should be a much more solid laser boy build than methinks. Methinks indeed. I would agree, I would agree. Alright, yeah. Really can't recommend any other laser rifles for this specific setup. Definitely at least want to stay in 310, because they only have some good speed. I forgot to save the original version again. Holy shite. I do be forgetting, I must say. Alright. We do it again. Build created. Save as so. Load as so. And upgrade. Or, unupgrade. What do we have for parts exactly? Was it Alba, Melander, stuff like that? Yeah, Alba torso, Melander C3 arms. Fuck off, add. You forgot the legs and internals. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Right, alright, alright. Alright. Faster and stronger, baby. Very nice. Alright, Zane's build. Oh, no, we already did Zane's build. What am I talking about? Now I have dementia. Let's go. Alright, what build now? I think we have one in newly commented. We have to take a look at. Let's see. So far, nothing new. Alright, if y'all got builds for us to take a look at, let's hear them. Crow, indeed. Crow build. Never had ads on a stream. Hey, man. Sometimes the ads find ye. They find a way. Sucks to suck? Nah. Ricky's to rat. And that's a fact. Alright, yep, Crow, if you got yourselves a build, let's take a look. Come on. I'm all ears. Smells to smell. True. Truer words were never spoken. The wisdom of the gods, I say. What build might ye bringeth? Me wonders. Goddamn, 600 speed off of this, and we're not even running Kinkaku. How much speed would we get, I wonder? Shoo! Fucking 800, Jesus Christ. Maybe higher. About 800. 840. Let's go. Fucking awesome. Zoom punch! They need to add the headbutt. Headbutt the enemy. Gorgor. The Dempsey roll. And with the gazelle punch, liver blow. Holy shit. Alright. Alright. Dual VP 66 LS. Gotcha, gotcha. Laser handguns, gotcha. Or no, LS, or LH. 66 LS. There it is, laser shotguns. Ah, very nice, very nice. Alright, and laser drones. LD. Alba head. Where art thou, Alba head? Alba head and core, gotcha. Melander C3 arms. A lot of Melander C3 arms these days, huh? And high legs. Gotcha. Lula booster. Albot, aka not Ocellus. VP20D. Where are we at? Impulse armor. Nice. Alright, here we are. After Crow, you got a build that you want me to take a look at? Even though I just got yours turn recently. That's all good, mate. It's gimmicky. Gotcha, gotcha. Seems you both have a build very nice. Yeah, Melender C3 for firearm spec, baby. Yeah, man. If your gun needs it, I would agree. All right, let's actually save this as a preset this time. That dude looks sick. Hey, howdy doody. Howdy doody, Cap. Capitan. Hey, y'all, if y'all notice here in the chat, Mr. Captain, he's a Elden Ring content creator, which is fucking dope. We've done some projects together indubitably. He's actually making an Elden Ring movie, which I really wish I could fucking help for, but I have yet to get PS Plus over on PlayStation shit because of stuff. But yeah, I know he's making Elden Ring short films and stuff like that, which is pretty sick. So if y'all want to check it out, feel free to check out his profile. Check his YouTube. It's good stuff. Good, fun stuff over there. Green is the heavy laser cannon and laser drone. Oh god. Heavy laser cannon. But which one, I say? LCS, LCB, LCA, LCD? I appreciate that, Mans. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely be, what's it called, available to voice any characters, of course, in the Elden Ring short films, if it ever comes down to it, of course. Anything else I can help out, I'm more than willing. VE700. VE700. VE700? What in the Ricky Rat are you talking about? You're speaking some Germona stuff, man. You say laser or heavy laser cannon, I think you mean LC B for sure. but I could be wrong. Well, it's pretty much the only one he can basically run with this type of stuff. Hey man, Dementia is badass. You got it mixed up? Gotcha. The LCB, gotcha. Alright, this is the build. Alright, let's see. Oh, I guess it don't matter with this one, but save over this one. Boom. Alright, let's upgrade them up. The dimension is spreading, you're damn right. You're goddamn right. Dementia is a state of mind, you see. Just don't succumb to it. Kamehame, the Kamehame. Alright, so this setup is pretty heat. Let's optimize a bit here. So the LCB is a nice charge, like stagger punch is dope. Thing is, you're not going to get the stagger much outside of just using these guns, as they are cool. But in practice of using them in my Optimus Prime build for a long minute, they're not the greatest as most consistent weapons. They're good when paired with other type weapons. But honestly, you can pair it pretty well with the LCS as a more consistent firing laser cannon and get a lot of it. I really do enjoy the LCS. I have a lot of time with these weapons. They are fucking good. Or this weapon, I guess, in this regard. Drones are definitely a choice. I never really, ever really used drones a lot, just because they're not that great. They're definitely good close-range weapons, just keeping the enemy in your terror radius, in a sense. But outside of that, not very good. They kind of do chip damage. You're better off with, missiles or something like that in most cases, methinks. But they're definitely a choice. Alright, we do go below 330 with this, but we're going to go back up once we switch to Basho, because we don't need the firearm spec, because we'll just run Ocellus, because we're already close range FCS anyway. Energy is not very close, unfortunately. I might have to run something like, Coral, to run all this at a higher speed. Otherwise, we're just going to get, nothing out of our natural regeneration, and that's going to be rough. Core, if we're looking for 330... yeah, Melandra wouldn't be not so bad. I think increased our stability is actually mighty, and loss of health is not very relevant indeed. Well, let's see what we got. Does AC have PvP, or is this more of a boss prep? Nope. Yeah, it has both PvE and PvP. It unfortunately doesn't have co-op and invasions. There's a really popular mod on PC right now that does, and it's making it right now. But you load into this game, and you don't have PvP unlocked. You have to complete at least the first chapter of the story mode, and then you unlock the PvP and stuff like that. But there's 1v1s and 3v3s. And custom lobbies, online ranked, random matchmaking. They're yet to add random matchmaking to casual, which is kind of unfortunate, but at ease, what at ease. But it's PvP. That's what we're doing right now. We're optimizing player builds for the PvP indeed. There's a building in this game is pretty different than Elden Ring. As you can see, there's no stats necessarily. Well, there's stats for things, but it's not like Souls where you distribute your points into different stuff like that. You just build with different parts. There's only one type of every single weapon, so they all have their purpose, which is dope, versus most game that would have rarity variants of the same weapon. Every weapon and main part, or armor piece, has their own value and what they're good at versus others, which is dope. Nothing necessarily feels like a flat version of another, or at least most of the time anyway. But yeah, good times, good times. Yeah, the PvP in this game is very fun though. There's no iframes when it comes to dodging. You just dodge to break their lock-on. You can go free aim, where it kind of soft locks on you, but it's about you keeping the stick on them. But if you click in on it, like in Souls, you hard lock on them. You don't have to worry about moving your stick anymore. You can prioritize jumping and dodging, which dodging is X, not B, which had me fucked up when I went back to Elden Ring for a little bit there. Back when me and you and, what's it called? We were all fighting at the Boyo Prawn Brawl Shack. That was good times. But yeah, no. This game is very fun. Very fast combat. Very dog fighting, instinctual type of fighting. Because you can't rely on dodging off of reactions. You need to more or less know beforehand and break their aim. Good time though, very fun times. All right, with this build, with this here Infinity Gauntlet, I will wreck your rat. All right, let's see what we got here. Nope. I'd be floating. Yeah, so that's the interesting thing with normal charge weapons is whenever you go to like feint them, it cancels the charge, which is kind of unfortunate. Unlike when you can feint something like the LCS itself, like, oh, feint, fire. Can you feint the charge version, I wonder? Nah, yeah. Can't feint charge attacks, which I guess makes sense. Wait, yeah. No, you can, okay, kinda. Nice. Yeah, but not normal. Primaries, unfortunate. Yo, $2 donation. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Love your builds. I see. Steel Haze, New Dawn. Yeah, Steel Haze, New Dawn is cool, man. I appreciate the love, brother. Thank you very much. Ah, yes, a professional indeed. Oh, but of course. That's great, dude. That's epic. Thank you very much. That sick building is way cooler, and it's nice to see someone make PvP tanks. Gotcha. Yeah, hell yeah, brother. It is most epic. Hell yeah. Yeah, cool gimmick builds are, yeah, not exactly meta in the ranked scene indeed. They can work, but it's can be far and few between depending on how used to or how good your gimmick is against the other good build or the meta build archetypes for sure. But yeah, no. But hey, that's ranked. I really hope they add like a casual matchmaking for sure. So I go into ranked and then I fight someone and then I keep matching against them like 3 times in a row, which is just really unfortunate. It'd be nice if you didn't match against the same person more than twice. But yeah. And then if they're using more of a gimmick build when I'm using a competitive build, they get not happy, which is not great. But at the same time, it's like, it is ranked. So you bring in your gimmick build into ranked, it's probably not going to have a great time. So that's kind of on them. But at the same time, there's no casual mode. Right now, the only way to like play casual online without using like a Discord, which is definitely the way to go with a game like this, is just you make lobbies or you join lobbies, but that requires you making the lobby, waiting for people to join, finding a lobby that has enough room for you, as well as waiting your turn to play, which can be a bit tedious. So yeah, no, honestly, just adding a casual random matchmaking like they have for ranked would be so nice. Methinks. You get your Langtang build ready? Yeah, we'll definitely check it out here in a moment too. Oh, you definitely enjoy it, brother. It is very good. A very good game. Very epic. The only thing is, this is very much a niche game. It has quite a bit of Souls references and gameplay features, but it is definitely different from the Souls. This is not Cyber Souls or Armored Souls. The story kind of feels like it, and yeah, like I said, there's a lot of gameplay features that are very similar, but you know, this is definitely a niche game. I've had a lot of people pick it up, or I had some friends pick it up, but then kind of drop it because, you know, once you get into it and beat the game, every new game is like almost a completely new experience with a bunch of new different missions and alternate missions, which is neat. But without a constant stream of consistent ways to PvP and like get in, can feel a bit like dry and tedious. But with the Discord community, much like the Xbox Fight Club, it makes the whole experience very, very nice. Lots of very cool people. Very good times. Hoping for a PvE arena points based or something hard mode. Yeah, that'd be cool. Honestly, I'd hope they added like really cool, difficult missions that have co-op and invasions. That'd be super cool. Don't add anything because the player base is already too small for. Yeah, yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, the player base isn't like you know, too small. I mean, we have like 600 people in the server, but obviously, not every single one of them is active, and it's definitely not the entire player base as a whole. But yeah, no, yeah. Because like if you look at group hosts for this game, not a whole lot going on because there's not really a whole lot to interact with outside of like just going into the customs or going into ranked. Those are like the only two things you do after the game if you beat the game, which can feel a bit dry. But having the Discord means, you know, tournaments, events, customization, sharing, streaming, all the cool stuff. Bunch of cool stuff you can do, but not everyone knows about the Discord being up immediately and wants to join that type of thing. I definitely know I've had my experience with like big gaming Discords and them not being very good, but this one is definitely the exception. It is most epic. Double Holderman's one shield. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll definitely take a look. Alright, yeah, so let's optimize this a little further if we can. Alright, frame already looking dope. Laser cannon superior. Although drones... See, drones are neat. But you would be better just going with another laser cannon. However, how much weight do we lose? Probably like around... technically, about 330 still, which is very nice. But I understand if you want to go full... DPS. Well, you're going DPS either way, but, you know, See, laser drones are heat, although in their place, honestly, vertical plasma would be pretty saucy. Because the thing about laser drones is just everyone's always constantly moving anyway, so the chances are you're not going to get a whole lot of value out of them, which is not great, versus something where you would get guaranteed value out of vertical or more value out of another laser cannon, stuff like that, or a melee, although I wouldn't really recommend a melee in this type of build. But yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Yar. Your channel inspired me. Wow, inspired me to open up my own community, and it flopped. Oh God, I just wanted to gather every gimmick player out there that feels the same as I do, or as you do, about ranked. Seems like no one is like me. It can seem like that, man. There's a lot of people that are just not epic, but a lot of people that are epic. I would definitely recommend joining the Armor Core Discord if you haven't already, the Fight Club. You'll definitely find a lot of cool people, like Hopeless himself, streamer I mentioned earlier, who's doing a birthday stream right now. He streams his Fight Clubs, like, almost every day. And they all do fun gimmick builds all the time. They stay away from highly competitive builds a lot. So honestly, I feel like you'd feel right at home over there, for sure. Drop a link for the Discord? Sure thing, man. It's in. It's pretty much linked in every single Armor Core video I've ever made. But I will definitely share right here. There's an invitation. Also, if you're into Elden Ring and Elden Ring shenanigans, Caption over here has a Discord for it as well, for Elden Ring shenanigans. Oh shit, that's the wrong thing. The hell? There we go. Ads are crazy. There's an invitation to Discord. Xbox Fight Club. Sorry for vanishing. Phone overheated. Understandable. CJ, welcome to Humble Abode. You reflected a moonlight projectile and won this way? Nice. Very heat, very heat. Hey man, you live and die by the gimmick, and that is understandable. Shit is still busted, stream's frozen. Damn. You must throw your phone at the wall. That is the only way to fix it. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Your Reforge has taken you to A rank? Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I gotta get back on my ranked grind. I've been crafting a bunch of my own builds that I think are pretty neat. So I'll probably be making videos on my adventures through ranked while showcasing those individual builds. Methinks. Either that or I'll just play through ranked with the builds every now and again, and then make videos on the builds afterward, as they're probably going to be more fine-tuned by the end of it. But, yeah, something like that. I just keep finding myself lacking the motivation to play ranked, as the experience isn't, like, it's not bad or anything, it just gets kind of boring. Methinks. Methinks. Yeah, if you want to use this desired loadout, this should prove most useful. Although for laser drones, I would indeed recommend at least vertical plasma. Let's see what we got. Boom. Pew pew pew. Now you die. Let's go. Looking good. Oh, you guys are on Xbox? You're on PC? Probably have more players. Keep finding the same 3 people. Yeah, we keep finding the same 3 people in ranked as well, man. I think PC definitely has the bigger player base out of the consoles for sure. Just the sheer amount of accessibility. But at the same time, I mean, we're all divided, so it's not like crazy. So, yeah, no. I don't really know which player base is technically the biggest and most active. I can imagine PC. At least PC's had the most, like, videos and content, I suppose, with Striker and his tournaments and stuff like that, for sure. Most exposure, indeed. Yeah, but now Armored Core itself is just a bit of a niche, so not a whole lot of crazy. It didn't get the crazy hype like Elden Ring did. I think if it was more similar to Elden Ring, it definitely would have, but in the sense of, you know, like co-op, invasions, other stuff like that, it would have blown up, methinks. Blown up more, anyway. It did pretty decent. Did great for reviving a franchise that hadn't had an entry in 10 years. So, yeah, very, very good. Alright, did I? I did. Very nice. Alright, stronger, faster, same weapons pretty much. Looking good. Yeah, the amount of comments I get, especially on the community posts for the Requiem Live upgrades, the amount of people that are like, these aren't upgrades, they look completely different. It's like they think upgrade is just like, change like the innards and that's it. It's like, yes, the frame parts are going to be very different, especially if it's necessary. Like, it's weird. Some people just don't understand, I guess. Actually, for legs, I might be able to go mind alpha. A little bit lost in speed, but the health gain is great, and stability loss is not huge. I actually might be able to go Varel head as well. A little bit less stability, but yeah, the AP gain is just insane, and we're still 330. Also, we'll rock this. Honestly, going mind alpha over House feels wrong, but the stat difference is indeed worthy. And it's not like our ENs, our weight's getting trampled necessarily, so I think we're fine. Just looks weird. But we'll rock with it for now, for sure. Alright, looking good. Whom's ever's build is next, methinks, or me wishes to know. Crow has been here indeed. The build is indeed completeth. Also green. Yep, sure thing. Shoot. Shoot the question. Nah, you and Zane must fight for priority. Battle it out. Fun fact, if you beat the Juggernaut fight fast and early enough, Rusty will say something. Yeah, I've seen some videos on if you clear certain missions like the jailbreak, that Juggernaut mission, stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's fucking epic. It's very nice that the devs would add details like that. It's very, very cool. Shows a lot of passion. Yeah, you get different dialogue as well for the ice worm if everyone survives the worm coming up, or at least if some of them survive. I think, like, what's his face? Who is it? Who survives? That's someone survives and's like, all right, yeah, I'm out, pieces, and just fucking skedaddles skadoodlies. Or he's like, no, he's like, I'm too injured to continue. My shit needs repairing. Bye, and just leaves. Shit's dope. Because you tried to make a build that exploits the ability to extend stagger with fist. So that's the thing with fist. I think, yeah, you only get 3 punches, I believe, before they get out of your stagger. 3 or 4 or something like that. But not every punch just fully restarts it. So you can't just fucking, you know, stagger, ditch your weapons, punch, 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 and then like kick or melee. You only get so many out of it before they're back on the streets. Indeed. Yeah, no, punching builds are pretty fun though. As the self-proclaimed best fist user on PlayStation skill issue. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, indeed. I would agree. 3 punches is still good. Imagine. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Oh, yeah. I mean, that was like the first couple melee builds, tried and true, that I've seen in Armored Core history. Were just like double Morley, fist, and chainsaw. You just use the Morleys because Morleys were fucking nuts back then. Just fucking blender snipe them, boom, the staggered, even midair, run up, punch, 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 chainsaw, and they're dead. It was dope. Snally Guasu and Chatty, yeah. I think Snail was the one who's like, yeah, I got to go. If he survives the initial shit. Something like that. Any thoughts on upgrading the final boss or heir? Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, once we get there and reforged, definitely. Next, after we do Gun Zero, Red Gun Prime, which is going to be the best of all of the parts of the original Red Guns versus all of the best of the parts of all the reforged Red Guns so far. That will be the end of the Red Gun chapter, and then we'll move on to the Vespers. And after the Vespers, anyone else, and then, you know, each group to each group, and then, yeah, we'll probably get to Air. Probably in the Coral Saga, we'll do Air, Walter, stuff like that. Rust Bucket, exactly. Good old Rust Bucket. So while we're waiting, let's build. Arca bitches, you right. Alright, so yeah, whose build are we taking a look at first? I imagine both Zane and Sparring have a build up. I will scroll up to see who put it in first, and we'll take a look. And there's Zane's build. Oh, looks like Sparring has his build in the chat first. Out of the two. This is fair. It's fair, man. Hey, man. It's a circumstance, you know what I'm saying? Vesters will be interesting. Pater is such a strange build. True, true. Go for Zane, honestly. He's always there. I see, I see. Sure thing. We'll take a look at Zane's first, then. Because you relinquished your spot, I suppose. A dear God. Alright, frame full Basho. Oh, man's joining the Basho cult. Man's joining Mecha's cult. Oh no. Dear God. Alright, Basho, Basho, Basho. Alright, what else we got? Fist and blade. What we got in here? Dual RF on the shoulders. You talk about Rensetsu RFs on the shoulders? Gotcha, gotcha. Where do I show my build? You can show your build either here in the chat once we're done taking a look at the two next builds, as of course we wouldn't want you to put the comment down and then it gets buried under discussion. Or you can head to the most recent Requiem video and leave it in a comment, and then we'll take a look. We'll add it to the queue, indubitably. What are you guys using in place of Vientos, Sampu or Isogen? Isogen all the way. Sampus are great, but the recoil is too much for Basho arms to use consistently. Unfortunately, anyway. Alright, so double resets using the shoulders. Interesting. Let's see. Let's see, what else we got? Booster PO6. Interesting. Oh, SPD, yeah. FCS PO5, max medium range FCS. Gen Hakushi. Just pretty much just be replaced by the VP20C at this rate. And terminal armor. Okay. Okay, need it. Alright, buddy. Let's go. Alright, here he is. Our glorious boy. So one durable boy. Got the AP and explosive defense of the gods. Alright, let's test him out a little bit. It's the best build you're able to make for the what they're called, the pulse blade. With the balls. I see. I always refer to that manufacturer as the balls. Because that's what it sounds like. Crimson, welcome to Humble Abode. Alright. So medium range with the melee is always kind of rough. Because if you break stagger at such a range, if you don't have the boost distance, it's going to be rough to get. And yeah, it's, SPD, it's kind of rough. Definitely some optimization is to be needed, methinks. Run. Might as well run Walt, just so we have a little bit better stuff there. VP20C if we can, which we can. Terminal Pulse. We'll keep the weapons the same, although SPD definitely needs to be... Yeah, we'll at least get a little more thrust. Although, yeah, it's a ranged build, though. It's rough. Because preferably, obviously, I imagine, you know, you want to stay at range, stagger them with the Rensetsus, and then punch them, and then, you know, melee them up. Which, if you're going to punch them for continued stagger, you feel like you could use a different melee, but at the same time, you don't want to drop too much speed. You'll get a similar result anyway. But honestly, with the Pulse Blade having such a quick, you know, attack time, there's really not much reason in not having another weapon. The punching is a little unnecessary, methinks. Especially if you're not running something like Kinkaku, where you just can be up there schmeat constantly. So yeah, I would say we replace the melee with maybe Redshift, and we'll get more out of it without needing to get up close. The Fist is neat, but it doesn't really blend with the type of build we are. So honestly, I'd switch this to Rensetsu and just put a actual shoulder mount. You're gonna go like with a ballistic design of just using the 6 cell for simplicity. Then you had something like this. Use missiles, range them out, and then moonlight them. And yeah, here you have it. Indeed. Sampu for the Chad team, I guess. Sweet 16 is pretty dope. You want to keep Pulse Blade though? I mean, Pulse Blade is a closer range melee weapon, as your weapons, your Rensetsu, your rifles are not, which is not great. But yes, no, let's think it over indubitably. Well, I'll be right backing, indeed. BRB. Yeah, basically just think about like the must-stays of the build, indeed. Really what you want. I'll be right back. I have returned. Sorry for the wait, brothers. What have we got here? Do. The best arms of the Stealth Archer of AC6. Oh, yes, but of course. What have we got here? Hey, diggity. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we are to do. So yeah, now weapon loader looking dope. Let's optimize the frame, he thinks. Let's see how fast we can get, or rather like start at the base of like Alba. Keep the Basho. Let's go with like Hal for now. SPD. Walt. VP20C. Nice, that's nice. So honestly, with a bit like this, I mean, this right here, 360 would be nice. 350 though is more akin to what we're capable of, which is good. Tis good. Max it out with Mind Alpha. All right. Yeah. Yeah, this should be pretty dope. Alright. Alright, to get a range, fire missiles, and Resetsu. Then melee punish. You're good. Being shit in. Hey man, I gotta have that armored decor, man. Must build it to please, indeed. Plus, might be thinking about doing a little collab with Mecha, who is most excellent in the customization department in the armored decor of Armored Core. Might do a collab video. We could do a like a fashion contest, indeed. Highlight some of the best style of the Xbox player base, or at least everyone in the server and stuff like that wishes to participate. That could be really cool. Real Requiem hours. Aye, indeed. Welcome, Eric's. Welcome to humble abode. Like Green Knight's literally my opposite. Yeah, it's all about function over form for me, definitely. The armored decor comes second, and that is how it is for me, indeed. Womp wompy, change everything for the upgrade. Not upgrade, different build. Even though it's the same concept, but it doesn't look the same, therefore not an upgrade. Man, people's logic is cool. Oh man, it's good times. So yeah, same weapons, melee punish, although now it's at the actual range where we operate at. Missiles are looking good, although honestly, since we're built like this, might have changed the core to like Melander because of it, but a Javelin is fucking... No, we don't even have to. Directly 350. Nice. Javelin is fucking sick at medium to long range. Absolutely cannot go wrong with it right now. Rarely will it miss. Absolutely goated. And you know, it used to be the notion that you needed a good FCS to run it with its lock-on time, but honestly, it is not that bad. So yeah, it's goated. Very goated. Zane's phone is probably burning up. Yeah. True, true, true. Alright, load it looking good. Frames being optimized. Inner parts do fit within our playstyle. Looking good. Alright. Optimization. Alright, went from being a full-on Basho thick-ass man with ranged primaries and a close-range melee to ranged weapons, ranged melee, and not full Basho frame. Very nice. I mean, you can still take this build and go fists and knots, that's for sure, but this is optimization in your kit. Plus, you can still just always discard the weapon and then boom, there you go. Although, understandably, yeah, I know you would want to, what's it called? Have it on the back so you can use fist and Rensetsu. But, yeah, you can easily just put the Rensetsu on the back and then boom, there you go. Man wants to fist his opponent proudly. That's true. Hey, man. Still an option for sure. But I cannot say you brave men out there with no weapon in your hand when you could have a weapon and still just discard it and there you go. Mustn't do that. Mustn't do that. Gotta give you the best chances of survival. It's my job. It's my profession. Literally. You like Redshift though? Well, it's better ranged melee than the butt. And it's not very complicated either. It's the same input, funny enough. You just switch, click, click, done deal. And you keep your range and your melee. Isn't that great? Isn't Harris better than Rensetsu? Not technically. The charge attack is definitely better, but that requires you standing still. So it's better to be constantly on the move, and the high stagger and consistent stagger of the normal shots of the Rensetsu is mightier. Plus, because of its recoil being so low compared to the Harris, you can pair it on Basho arms. Then you get the best out of your melee and the best out of your weapons. Win-win, baby. And it's light and durable, allowing for your other parts to be more durable. It's just a win-win-win, baby. Basho arms are goated. Rensetsu, goated. Indeed. And you change speed and RGB from an app. You're right, you're right. You're trying to learn FVO. I see, Fazan. I see. Fasan Viento Ocellus. I get you. And Lamb FOV, or, well, FVO. Gotcha. Been throwing you off since you main BVO, when you have constant energy and low regen delay. But we ball. You right. I actually think, yeah, you can fit double Fasan and like double Rensetsu on a Lamb set, which is pretty dicey. Speaking of Rensetsu versus Harris, I see kiting builds using it outside the charge shot, which is better for backward kiting. Kinda. You'll end up being lighter and be able to pull off more durability if you just run Basho arms and Rensetsus. Also, I find Rensetsu just to be better in experience as such a kiting method, but you could use normal shots of the Harris. Definitely. But you'll have to pack on a little more FCS tracking to pull it off. Which means different arms. But hey, if more tracking and stronger weapon is the way, then that's it. But it's risky. More risky. Plus, I feel like the result really won't be that different. But hey, could be wrong. Which one you mean? I see. Rensetsu better. Rensetsu goated. For the lamb, you just grabbed the top half of your BVO and slammed it onto the lamb legs. Gotcha, gotcha. With a few tweaks. Yep, that is how it would be. Would you ever kite with the Basho arms, though? Yes. Yeah, of course. Definitely. I have a couple kite-esque build setups with Basho arms and Rensetsus. Absolutely goated setup. If it looks good, you'll do it. Hey, man. That is the way to find out. The best way to get good at this game, methinks, is to master and keep trying different playstyles and learn them all. Because if you learn them inside and out, you'll know how to fight them, you know how to play them, and it's all good. Alright, you ready for my build? It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, sure thing. If you want to repace it, that would be most epic. Basho arms are a super good piece, even without melee. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people get confused with Basho arms, being like, what, you're just gonna build with no melee? And I'm like, well, you know, they're kind of over-tweaked. They have decent recoil control, allowing them to use a lot of good weapons. They have so much health and durability, despite their EN weight, which allows you to run other good parts. Yeah, they're just insane. And if you do end up running a melee, you can get the best of both worlds, baby. Yeah, Basho are just over-tweaked right now. They definitely need a bit of a tweaking in the next patch. Maybe less recoil so that they're really only good for using, like, Vientos and melee, instead of being able to also rock most rifles. Or just make them a little heavier. Any type of tweak in one direction could make it not as usable and versatile. They should definitely be the melee arms, and that's more or less it. You run shotguns or bazookas, but constant high fire rate weaponry on these shouldn't necessarily be a thing, considering how much they allow you to get away with. It's insane. Alright, here we go. Alright. Here's the build concept. You quick boost sideways and shoot one Holderman each time. You can change weapons for 2 long-range ARs and play like a unpredictable mosquito, but it's hard to drive. Gotcha. Alright, double Holdermans. There's a Holderman build, baby. Double Holdermans, 1 shield. Don't remember if it fits though. Let's see. I guess it was running like pulse shield. Nothing on the other shoulder. Interesting. Lamb head. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got the no head. Let's go. Halcor. Halcor. Nox arms. Nachreiger. Yeah, Nachreiger with the shotguns is definitely overdoing it. Alright, knocked arms and legs. Alula. Gotcha. Ooh, this core is a bit heavy for this for these legs for sure. Probably the gen's also nutty. FC. What the fuck? Langtai, salt armor. Did you say assault armor? Did I read that right? Yeah, I did. Wow. Alright, what's the FCS? FCS. Oh, DeWalt? FCS 008. 008. There it is. Talbot. Gotcha. Knocked legs, your beloved. Aye, knocked legs are most goated for such BVO. The distance you get is mighty. Mixing them with mini jumps and stuff like that. Ah, beautiful. But often they're too light for my own taste, so usually opt for like Alba or something. Or I suppose I really never built so light anyway. I usually go a little thicker. Unless I'm talking about my very first build, Godspeed. That did definitely used knocked legs, stun gun build type deal. Alright. Oh god, look at our EN load. Oh my god. You're getting like no regeneration out of that, which is not the great. No shoulder weapon is also pretty nuts, but I guess it has to be done considering our weight in EN is about to kill itself. It's inspired from Meep's garage video about the Langtang gen. I see. She knows how to move with it. I see. And it's beautiful. I see. She's really untouchable. It's breaking your controller to move that much, though. I see. Knock legs are the only reason you can fight swap builds so well? Gotcha. I beg they don't get nerfed. I don't think they will, honestly. But yeah, I get you. I mean, as long as you have decent dodge distance, and you obviously, I'm sure as you know, see the tell of them switching and firing, especially if they just switch and fire immediately, just for fire rate, then yeah, you should be able to get good. As long as you have a Lula and like light legs, like even Hal, you'll probably get enough dodge distance. Although at that rate, net code can be a bit of a bitch, so maybe having the extra dodge distance of Alba to knock legs will definitely help you get out of there safer. But you know, I get you. Definitely easier to dodge swap builds rather than true BVO, or not true BVO, LARPsters. Dodging LCS cannons with LRBs or even LRA can be definitely nuts. But hey, man, you did great in the tournament. You even defeated the LARP setup for Macton for a round there. That was pretty dope. Real David versus Goliath type stuff. But, you know, there's only so much you can do against all that fucking health and DPS for sure. But yeah, you definitely put on one hell of a show, man. GG's. Wait 0.47 sec between each quick boost, and you have infinite EN basically. Yeah. So frick the EN load and EN regen. Alright, I'm gonna show you why you don't have your EN load near shortfall. Now which gen we have? Langtang. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3 dodges, which it's not great. And look how slow that comes back. So about 1 second till regen, which is always great. The recharge stat itself is great for starting the regen. Only about 1 second once you touch the ground, you start regenning. But look how slow that goes up. That may not look slow necessarily, but compared to other gens like VB20C, oh my god, it is night and day. It's like instant. And you don't even need that much of space either, which is kind of crazy. Been studying that tournament video, bro. Nice, nice, nice. Crow, what'd you miss? Not much. Just upgrading some builds. We just started on this one. Played through the whole game twice with the EN load on the limit. Oh god. It used to be meta in older AC games. I see. Well, yeah, I've heard in other AC games, some weapons like take away from your energy too, the more you use them. So that's pretty interesting. Now let's take out the shield. Oh my god, with 1300 stability, you definitely need it. But honestly, standing still to use it is just gonna be a death sentence. So yeah, shield play with this setup not gonna be great. But honestly, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fully maximize, optimize this boy. First things first, Langtang is dope. That recharge is fucking sick. However, you really just need to build around it with its no capacity. If we took around the shield, how much would we get out of it? Not a whole lot. If we run Ephemera, we'd actually get a decent chunk. So that's not bad. Also, are the Basho arms more less EN costs rather compared? They are. Very nice. Alright, you run that. Yeah. Might be able to get something out of this now. 1, 2, 3. Still only get like 4 to 5 boosts, but regen is nice and instant, so that's nice. Oh, red lining, it's not great. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see a build definitely mastering and taking advantage of this type of play with the whole dodge, dodge, fire, recharge, dodge, dodge, fire, dodge, dodge, fire for that infinite stamina type of play. But often you'll find in most PvP scenarios, especially if you're closer range, they close the distance to try to use something like a bazooka or laser. I mean, on knocked legs, it's not too necessary, but dodging then dodging again, at the least twice, is super good for keeping the FCS broken, especially if they're in Ocellus range where it's just going to lock on near instantly. It's good to break it, keep it broken, then fire. Because they'll think you dodge once, then they lock and fire, but dodge, it keeps locked for longer, or it stays unlocked for longer, which has definitely worked out in a couple scenarios. Even dodging facades, which are railguns, at like near point blank range, that type of tech can work. I was helping Shatter test out his boat tank facade build with a kite, not even a very fast kite, like a 360 kitey boy. But yeah, no, dodging multiple times in quick succession next to the opponent can definitely help you. Although, mustn't panic roll, else you might get caught. But it's all about knowing and not knowing. The shoot quick bow, shoot a combo, aye. I swear it's a never before seen build. I don't know about all that. Probably because it's ass. I mean, yeah. This build would definitely get stomped by a lot of other builds, that's for sure. But it definitely is cool. It's neat, that's for sure. To be honest, there was really nothing I could have done against Krieg, however you want to say it. Even with a pulse shield, those LCBs have the power of the sun in the palm of their hand, indeed. Yeah, no, LCBs are fucking nutty. They're nutty devastating. Yeah. It is most rough, indeed. You pretty much need power to outpower that type of build, or a very solid kiting rhythm. Indeed. Yeah, BVO, getting eat up by a double Zim LCB. You'd probably do better if it was LCB and like other lasers, maybe like LRB, stuff like that, only because you wouldn't get the burst stagger as well. Because that's like super powerful. I mean, it's very not similar at all, and really. The only similarity between his version of the Larpster and mine that I created is mine's a lot lighter. It's more of a medium weight. It has double Zims and then double LCS. And it is pretty nutty. It is pretty nutty indeed. I feel like it would probably do decent against it. But yeah, no. Splitting the primary damage from like a traditional Larpster from LRBs into Zims is so fucking good for mixing the stagger that you get off from the laser cannons into the stagger from your Zims. It is so good. You still had fun though, which is great though, yeah. Heat. I see. Still here, by the way. Just gotcha. Where are the shoulders for this AC? Dude, they don't exist. They don't exist. But alright, yeah, let's get to further optimization. So, we're sadly gonna have to not really go with its traditional. Although with VB20C, it's like what, 2 seconds before recharge, 1, 2, yeah, which isn't great. But with what's it called? Neat thing about Knockrider legs, another cool advantage they have versus their distance, speed, and other stuff, is the fact that their reverse joint nature allows them to take advantage of things like Coral Gen, which is more of an advance but more of a patient technique. Or you can just dodge, jump over the opponent, start regenerating in the sky, land, recharge. It's a way to kind of just play around and utilize such a thing. Especially when jumping over an opponent, so they can very much get disorientated with what you're doing. It's a lot easier to shoot someone if you're above them versus if you're right below them, indeed. Yeah, taking advantage of that sky time to start the regen and then land. You can even stop moving so that you fall even faster, and then boom, recharged. Yeah, no. VB20C will definitely be epic for this, and will allow us to run some better things. All right, now, VP, Alba, Basho. I guess we keep Knockrider for now. Celis, 20C, Pulse Armor. Upgrade these to Zims. Won't lose much speed that way. And then you could, of course, run a melee, or we're just making a BVO at this rate. But, yeah, now we can put on a shield. Now let's put on something like, yeah, directly at 370. Nice. What else can we run at 370 exactly? Split missiles are good, but the reload is not fantastic for our type of build. Plus, we're so close to range, we want to have a good barrel stuffing missile launcher, which is why we're not going with like split. Yeah, 6L or... Can we even run Huxley? Let's see. Yeah, technically that's lighter. That's pretty heat. Yeah, but this should fill your fancy indeed. Plus, I found that there's actually a pretty neat timing between pulse shield parrying and zims. Is you can zim, shield. Zim, shield. And you'll find that the cooling goes down so fast. The cooling starts going down even when you're holding out a shield, which is heat. So this pretty much allows you to parry, shield, and have the same type of reload time to have an infinite parry shield as long as you keep timing it with your shots. Or at least keep that type of timing in mind when using stuff. So while you're on the reload, you can shield up for a parry and stuff like that. But overall, having the 6 parries of Instant Guard is great as well. And it'll propel as well quite epically, I must say. He didn't try the original combo. I know the original combo, yes. The dodge shot, indeed. Gonna notice the comments 200 years later. True. Yeah, BVO, you stand BVO. I see, I understand. That's where it changed everything. A single grounded quick boost, each 0.50 specs, makes you zoom around a lot. I swear. I see. Especially with the jump stat for boosting. Oh, for sure. Or this is BZO, rather. Indeed, true. Zimmermans are epic. Many people still hate him. I don't hate anything in this game necessarily, except for dickheads, like actual just not cool people. But anything in the game itself, I don't really care about that much. Probably lamb kiting with like lamb ratting, I guess, with missiles is probably the lamest playstyle, but I'm not going to crucify anyone for it, or crucify anyone for it anyway. So, yeah, I still like double zims. I think they're neat. Are they the most skillful weapons? I guess not, but they don't have too much more of a skill curve than anything else in terms of like vientos or isogens. It still get close, burst as much as you can, dodge around, burst as much as you can, same type of stuff. So I wouldn't crucify anyone for using any other. Why do people hate Zimmermans? Because they're shotguns. And also, when the game released, these were fucking OP. Like, one of these used to have the strength of 2. They pretty much split the power. Like, it is insane. If you watch some really old videos, like a lot of Ouroboros videos from a while ago, when the game first came out, the Zims were fucking menaces, dude. Everyone hated them. Like, oh my god, it was crazy. They were strong as fuck. Same deal with the Morleys, Songbirds, Stun Needles, miniguns, although a lot of that was because no one really knew how to play with them and counter them, but, you know, Zims were especially very good. Vientos used to be super good not too long ago. They definitely got a reasonable nerf, I'd say. Vientos, that's the thing, the Vientos Zims, still goated. Morleys, not so much. You pretty much need to run 2 Morleys to get the effect of decent outcomes, but at that rate, you might as well run something else. Like Zims. Unless, of course, your primaries are taken into other category. Zims are surely more skilled than the Eastogen. I don't know about all that. Considering you need to... these are burst damage versus the Eastogen's more or less, despite being a burst machine gun, need of constant damage to acquire the same effect. You can shoot these and then go on defensive for a while, and then offensive, and then defensive, versus Eastogen, where you kind of need to mix the both together a little more, I'd say. But honestly, both have their playstyle, and both have their skill ceiling. To truly take advantage, anyway. That's why Actum beat me on the leaderboard with last time. Gotcha. Got so bad, bro. Literally swore to stop using Lamb Kite. Because he felt bad. I see. I understand. That's where Dual Zimmerman Rushdown was born. True, true. Ventos will always be goated. True. Ventos are dope. I'd probably take Esogens almost every day of the week, unless I was running a true, like, Knockrier build. Then I'd probably want to have more, because that's a cool thing about, like, Esogen versus Viento, is sure, Esogens do a lot more damage, have a lot more capacity, and that way stat-wise are better. Thing is, you have to spend more time shooting them versus dodging than you would with the Vientos. As Vientos, since they have lower capacity, and I think probably faster projectile speed, you just fire, dodge around. Similar to the burst damage of the Zims, except for they're basically handheld Zims, and almost at that rate. Versus the Eastern, where it's fire, dodge, fire, dodge, versus just fucking lay 'em all out, run around type deal. So yeah, no, Vientos are definitely goated for more lighter builds that can't really survive the trade. But if you're going a little thicker, then yeah, that's where Esogens will shine, methinks, over them anyway. As a Viento main, Esogens mains are your mortal enemy. Makes sense. Racism is badass, I do say. What about Sampu mains? They're another breed of cowardice. No, they're within the same type of spectrum. It's just you can't really run double Sampu consistently on Basho because of their recoil, but they still get decent effect. Just not as good, I'd say. I feel like if you're going to go with Sampu, you might as well definitely go with Viento. There's a combo you found that is dangerous. Ooh-wee. Let us hear it, my friend. But yeah, Ventos are defo built for more hit and run tactics. Oh, definitely. They definitely lend themselves to the Knockrier BVO type playstyle of hit and run for sure. You don't have as much time to sit there and trade. Needs to be on to move. You'll keep it hidden. Alright, understandable. Fine. Keep your secrets. Use them for design. I understand. Green out of context goes crazy. Oh, but of course. Alright, what have we? Original Requiem. Got a lot more stability, although not insane, but we got our mobility. You can definitely opt these legs out for Alba if you want more natural durability. But yeah, no. Or stability. Like, durability, stability, same fucking thing. But you know, but if you want to rely on a less stability but more maneuverability, then yeah, this is definitely go. Which honestly with Zims, not bad. Very good rush, or very good burst rush type deal. Cool parry type playstyle. Although some people despise Zim and shields, but can't please everyone. I heard that comment before fucking when I was playing ranked. Guy messaged me, he's like, Zims and shield is boring, bro. I'm like, you're using a Karasawa fucking... He's using like a lighter weight Karasawa, high stagger. His goal was to build up some stagger with missiles, hit me with one fully charged Karasawa, and then melee, and then I'd probably die. So it's like, yes, you have a gimmick one-shot-esque build, and I have Zims and shield. We like what we like, man. One build. Kites don't like tanks or slower close-range DPS boys, and tanky boys don't like kites. They pretty much don't like their opposites, which makes sense. But to be toxic about it, now that's where I must draw the line, Buster. That's where the town ain't big enough for the Ricky Rat of us. I doth not forget about the color. I'd never. Alright, next up. What haveth we? You gonna dip out there? Gotcha. Hell yeah, man. Have a good one. Yo, Tron, welcome to Humble Abode. If you share your wheelchair build, yeah, no problem, man. Share it in. With the end of lightweight week approaching, fuck yeah, no, god damn it. I made a lightweight version of my goddamn main competitive build, but I never got around to participating in the board. God damn it, dude. I always want to, but I always get so goddamn busy and preoccupied. It's rough out here. But you know, with what were we saying though? I dipped on that. But you know, with light week approaching, ready to re-enter your stomper until the next turning. Gotcha. Hell yeah. That's an interesting thing. Once we get to like heavyweight, is that just like every build? You pretty much just use every single build up until that weight, or will it be a baseline of weights to that weight to make sure everyone's like running heavy? Because if it's heavyweight and everyone thinks like, oh, heavy, I gotta make heavy builds, and then someone runs up with a fucking like a kite, it's like, what the fuck? Oh no, oh dear God. Because at that rate, heavyweight week might as well just be free for all week, or just like no weight restrictions. You know, I feel like it would have to be like a minimum of like medium-esque weight, and then a max of like the top of heavyweight. Or you know what? It will probably just be fucking medium weight is the basis, or a little higher, and then anything above that type deal. But I'm not sure. I'll have to check the roadmap or the rules for that. Who gives a damn what people say? Give them hell. You right. Love the viz. First time catching the live. Hell yeah, man. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. I appreciate the support. DM'd me the build. Gotcha. Lightweight week has been a blast, though. Hell yeah. That's good to hear. That is most epic. I've received a DM. Oh, there it is. Wheelchair man. We had a similar build a long time ago. Nice. Very cool. Alright, let's build it. Let's build it up, playa. Well, Green, I guess I'll tell you what I found. Hell yeah, man. Share the goods, the secret, the sauce. No ketchup, just sauce. You chat like for a whole minute? Damn. My bad, bruh. It's nice to fight other lightweight builds and not a tank every other match. Yeah, I get you. Karasawa Knight. Karasawa Cripple, my friend. Karasawa Cripple. We love him. Alright, what have we? Yeah, I definitely gotta start my Xbox equivalent of Armored Legends Pilots of Rubicon series. Get Senpai on there. He's a very enthusiastic wheelchair enjoyer, so I'm sure he would have quite a cool text to teach us indeed. Help us refine our building ways. Alright, so Karasawa, Jav, Pulse. What else we got? Barrel Head. Mind Alpha Core. Mind Alpha Arms. Oh no, Ephemeral. No, yeah, Mind Alpha. Tanky tank legs. A little wheelchair. Yes, sir. No booster. We choose no booster. It is our choice. Dual Zimmermans and the laser dagger. Stun with the Zimmermans, then let out the whole hell with the laser dagger. Yes, that is yes, I don't mean to take the gas out of your balloon there, but that is not exactly a crazy new tech. It is pretty good, but I get what you mean. Dual Zim, you know, charge blade into Zim into dagger. It's pretty dope though. Yeah, no, I can imagine that can work for sure. Yeah, but the dagger plays are nuts. So, dagger into assault armor to dagger again type stuff is always good. Yeah, Moby gonna copyright the Armored Legends. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's gonna mark his territory, dude. That's why we don't call it Armored Legends, dude. It's why it's called Pilots of Rubicon, dude. And also, it's not just purely about the mechs and the player. It's more or less about the mechs, the player, and their overall impact on the community and like what they like to do in it as well. So people can get highlighted more for their more than just their PvP presence in the community, methinks. That would definitely be taken into consideration. So the more epic plays we see, the more potential and talent we see out there. For sure. Your grammar is trash when you type fast. I get you, I get you. I'm not the king of grammar either. Oh, but yes, let's see. What do we got for FCSs? Or inner parts, I mean. Let me zoom in. Check. Nothing for booster. Good choice. Talbot. Buried Heat. VP20C. Honestly, yeah, goated on a wheelchair. Get that regen. And Pulse Armor. Here he is. 20. 316. I know I missed something. What did I miss? Did I miss something? What did I miss? Oh, VE20C, not VP20C. That's what I'm missing. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? There we go. That makes sense. So they get highlighted for their noble actions. True. Yes, sir. Yeah, like, I definitely have Senpai on the list for his tanks. His enthusiastic tanks. Also, he won the last tournament with tank. His wheelchair, anyway. He's a pretty epic lad in the community, so definitely that'll be a topic. Mecha for his excellent cosplaying and constant Fight Club hosting. Probably the same deal for Hopeless and stuff like that, yeah. So far, you never encountered BVO with it yet? I see. Alright. Let's take a look. Now, shield is definitely an interesting one on a wheelchair, because most of the time you won't be, caught up that much anyway, but honestly, pretty. I imagine if we charge this up, we won't get, like, any natural regen speed. And... oh, wow. Dude, VP20C is just fucking goated, man. Normally with these weapons charged, your EN would go overboard and your recharge would be slow as hell. Like, that's slow for VP20C, as it should be. If we say, let's go. Hit him with a little show whoop. We check our regen now. Zip. Actually, not that fast. Interesting. But still, don't matter. Don't matter a whole lot. But yeah, no. Alright. We got ourselves a Kurosawa build. Now, my Made in Heaven version of this, or my wheelchair build that I made a long time ago, rocked a double Fasan and a Kurosawa, and that is fucking devastating. But, yeah. Let's see. What can we do? So, laser shotgun's neat. Yeah, would love to run like LRA. But you know what? Oh, that's right. We don't have the VP20C. I thought we had the VP20C. No, VE20C, yeah. VE20C is also fucking epic, but not for its natural regeneration as much as the VP20C, but yeah, very good for its damage. So that's good. This build's an interesting one, not in a bad way. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, man. Alright, so I don't want to give the gen that much unless we have to, because, the damage increase is nice. But the Javelin Beta and that shotgun doesn't really match well. The Javelin Beta itself is absolutely goated and can work at close range like this if we're really close and they don't move a lot, as you can see. But often that's not the case, especially with its, not its proxy depth, but its blast radius being nerfed in the recent patch, which is why it's not as goated as it used to be. It's really only good at medium to long range now. At least that's where it's most consistent. Close range, you just, not getting much out of it. But, let's see what we got. So one thing I can see this build lacking is once you fire off your charged shots, in general, you won't have much but your shotgun to rely on while you wait for your Kurosawa to come back. So let's see if that's even enough. Can we output enough? Say we charge up all the way. Open up the Kurosawa. Blast him. Charge again. Blast. Charge again. Should have one more. Oh no, we're overheated already. Goddamn. Yeah, that's right. 3 in total. Yeah. So yeah, you have to wheel away for a while, but I guess you could rely on your shield for more defense in that part. Which, if that is the case, might want a higher instant guard frame, but I guess if you just rely on parrying, I guess you'd be fine either way. Or insta parrying anyway. That's the cool thing about, which one was it? It was one of the red guns that has a, which shield? I think it's this shield, yeah. Not Volta. Someone. It's one of the guns. Tetra. The cool thing about this shield is its instant guard duration is a second, which is great. With not too much of a difference in defenses compared to the original pulse shield. Which is great, because it allows you to block a lot more than just one thing. So you're getting sprayed on by like a minigun or what have you, constant fire, missiles, stuff like that. You just hold this out for a little bit, and then you get quite a bit out of it. You can dodge a lot, or rather block a lot. But, you know. But it doesn't have technically as much defenses, which isn't great. But, you know. Depends on what kind of pairing you like to go. Gun 3? Yeah. You right. All the guns are blending together. Dear God. We've gone too far? Alrighty. Gun 3 use that shield? Yeah. You glad that the Jav got nerfed? Oh yeah, for sure. It's hell for you to deal with. Yeah. Still kind of is. Oh yeah. It is still very good, but you know, it was definitely too good, I would say. I would agree with ye. Alrighty. But yes, let's see. So Javelin's heat, but at a range we're not really going to use it. Man, we kind of blunder snipe him with a little bit. Let's see what the max range or decent range would be for the shotgun. Yeah, its projectile speed is just not that fast is the only thing. I'm like, damn, not great. Preferably I want this to be at least like the LRA, overburdened. Alright, this will do. So now we have range in our game, brother. Good spray. Karasawa, use the charge shots Karasawa. Double charge, all the good stuff. We'll have that constant damage boosted by our gen. Oh my god. Absolutely epic sauce. Give me ephemera. Nah, arms overburdened. No, that's crazy. Alright. Yeah. Alright, might as well go Walt at this rate, considering we're going that range anyway. Keep the gen, keep the armor. Weapons are looking good. Shield's a tad bit of a, definitely a choice, so I guess we'll keep it for sure. Jav will always be good at this range. Yeah, probably can't go much thicker without going beyond. Really trim down, really. Yeah, looking good. Alright, really can't fine-tune it much beyond that for this desired playing of London. Show. Damn, not dead. Javelin, get his ass. Prank him, John. Kukuyaksha. Hell yeah. LRA. Indeed, LRA is goated. Faced against Karasawa before. Let's say he didn't make it out alive. No! Not my Karasawa boy. He's innocent, I swear. Pure black. Most epic. Karasawa's a tricky one, but man, if it hits, it hits hard. And that is epic. Just a cool concept for a weapon, though. Like fucking 2 different ammo types in one. Both are energy, technically, but that's dope. Charge them together. Like, that's sick. It is very costly, though. Not runnable on most quicker builds unless indeed you are a wheelchair. Did I save the original? I didn't. Well, let's go. Let's go. Let's quickly reconstruct for comparison. Laser shotgun, Karasawa. Fucking Javelin. shield. Varel. Mind. Mind. I wonder what the legs were. No booster as a choice. Talbot. 20B. 20C. Pulse. Big chillin'. Alright, a little less health, more stability. About the same speed threshold and speed in general, really. And yeah, more consistent weaponry. Should be good, should be good. Indeed. I'd probably recommend changing out like the shield for like another javelin or something like that for that constant stagger, but a shield is a choice, so I must respect such a thing. Alright. Do we have any other builds to take a look at? Or are we going into the red guns? Let's see what we got. Dumb question? Nah, there's no such thing as a dumb question. How does one share their builds? Gonna figure out how to create a share ID. Gotcha. Well, I'll teach you how to share, make a share ID, although you don't need it for this experiment, I suppose. So you create share ID, go to your AC data, click on your build, go all the way to the bottom, share info, which you can just, I guess I already uploaded this. Did I really? Interesting. You go to a build, and you upload it. And then you get the share ID. Then anytime you click on the build, share info, and then you'll see the ID and who has created it. And then there you go. Thanks for your night. Yeah, man, anytime, brother. But yeah, no, what's it called? But if you don't want to, that's the thing, if you're not on Xbox, I wouldn't be able to download the code, or the codes themselves aren't cross-platform, which is, you know, unfortunate. But yeah, no, if you do have a build you want me to take a look at, and if you're on Xbox, you can share the code or the part list, or you can join the Armor Core Discord and put it in the Requiem workshop. Either or, man. Either or. Didn't realize the menu scrolled down. Yeah, no, it doesn't have like a arrow notification, or at least I didn't see one either. So yeah, I get you. I got lumbago, John. That's real bad. Lumbago. I don't know why I'm happy or excited. Hey, man, it's exciting times. It's Ricky Rat times. If ever you never know what is happening in your life, load up Roblox and play the critically acclaimed best Roblox game 70 years in the running, Ricky Rat Chapter 2. Or, as an alternative, Shrek The Force Awakens. You're welcome. Not much muted. But yeah, no, yep, 2008, my friend. If you have a build you want us to take a look at, do feel free to share. You want to show? Yeah, you want to show them the creation of decals and stuff like that. Nice. If you want, you can join the Discord and show it up in the code and what's it called? It's a code and like style sharing or something like that. But yeah, no, there's a channel dedicated for such a thing. It's pretty heat. Tis most epic indeed. You know, PlayStation. I see. You can still join the server and chill out, mingle and all that cool stuff. We got PC people in there. We got some PlayStation people in there. PlayStation 4, gotcha, gotcha. True, true, true. It is true. Like actually fighting, yeah, I get you, I get you. I understand, I understand. There is a Xbox Discord, or not, wow. There is a PlayStation Fight Club Discord. Sure, they do most epic things indeed. Join the server, just don't be like that one egotistic reverse joint PC player. Which one? No, yeah. Yeah, no. Ego in this game is mighty cringe, I'd say. It is really man, it's dumb. It makes a lot of people sound and act very stupidly. On PC, so posted one on Discord. Gotcha, gotcha. Excuse me, I forgot. Oh yeah, Barrel Hal, very nice. That's a good on how. Mind the battle. SPD, interesting. Waltz, but of course. 20C, also interesting. Impulse, hell yeah. Alright, here we go. Alright. Alright, so yeah, this is everything, right? Let's see. Setsu, Javelin, looking good. Alright. Save it as a preset. Or as a data, I suppose. Just the correct commodity. Done deal. Alright. So I can imagine the problem this build might come across is getting caught up on, as it is more of a ranged AC, but you know, not the fastest lad in the West. Most of the time when you join a group, you stay silent and watch the drama. I see. That is a worthy time indeed. Alright. I use rank more of a testing ground than anything else. I lost all care for my rank. Gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, rank's kind of a hard one. I wish it was more rewarding and more like punishing for losing and stuff like that. Much like in a tournament, You don't just, I mean, in a tournament you can bring in a Larpster, as we can see, and stuff like that, but you can't guarantee winning every match with a Larpster. You can guarantee winning quite a bit, but in a tournament setting, you have 2 lives and that's it, versus ranked where you have infinite, and losing is nowhere near as penalizing as how much, compared to how much you get when you win. So yeah, you can just run a super solid build, like a Larpster, BVO, what have you, and eventually get S rank. And that's not exactly the most encouraging process, but still, no discourage in taking away from the honor of those of which who have grinded to S rank. This is surely a grind. Those are hours of PvP one has put in. Worthy of a title. It's just not as much of a challenge as I wish it to be. But hey, that's just me, mate. Oh, roast Balteus. I see, I see. Fighting Minimog. Wish me luck. Get his ass. I think losing an S is already punishing, bro. Out here, losing a 50 rep. I see. And 1 loss. It takes 10 wins to get that back. I see, I see. I see, I see. I'm still using a Zimmerman Rushdown because I'm interested by the different style. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, so let's get to optimizing this. Alright. Yep. Yeah, overall, it's a pretty solid setup. It's only almost every scenario. I mean, yeah, if you stun with all 3 of these weapons and then the missile comes in for a devastating hit, that is most epic. However, you get more stuns per second if you were to run like double of these. Double jabs, double Rinsetsu. Yeah. Honestly, yes, yeah. This build is good, but once the distance gets closed, it's not going to do a whole lot against like a rush down. Is the only issue I could see us running into. The only way to really fix that is to run to Lamb, but I would definitely ask ye, maker of the build, if this is the type of thing you'd be willing to do. It is definitely a change in durability, but it is possible to have a build like this. Have a Lamb and this exact loadout. You just have to change up the parts. I can see it fall by the shotgun switch. I used to run double jabs, but felt like having 2 different missiles would help. With piercing, yeah. I understand that for sure. Yeah. The thing is, the jabs are so subtle anyway in their approach, and you're already at this range. The Coral's going to take so long to fire out per shot. You'll get out way more value in terms of how many you're going to be able to fire per reload. And yeah, overall fire rate and how much you get out of it. It's going to be way better with the Javelin versus the Coral. Coral takes a long time to come back, takes a long time to hit, takes a long time to charge. It's rough. Especially so without the FCS for it, which definitely can't run considering our weaponry. I get you, I get you. Alright, let's see. Let's see here. Actually, I think I have a light variant of this already created, so let's take a look. Let's see, do I have it in here? Almost. Not quite. Alright, I guess we'll remake it here then. I'll probably have to run B40D, maybe even whatchamacallit? My beta head. Let's see. Let's go with this. SPD for now, I guess, because might as well. I believe this will be the only gem we can run. Let's use javelins, arms, basho. There we go. There we go. 350 lamb, which is definitely gonna hit 380, almost 390. It has this insane shit. 1900 stability, which is fucking great. 9000 AP, not the best, but definitely not the worst. Better than some lightweights, which is great. SPD though, if we can change this to coral, that'd be great. Yes, we can. Fuck yeah, worth it. I don't believe we can really upgrade the core beyond this, really. Ooh, kind of can. Yeah, AP loss to stability is great. Fuck it, both go up. Alright. The coral missiles, psychological warfare. I see, I see. It is indeed. It is a little tactical nuke. It's pretty heat. Definitely keeps people on their toes. But if they're not, like, pressured by it, and they know how to get around it, much like the active seeking missile, then it's not going to get too much value unless you get staggered. As it's quite easy to play around, methinks. Dodge forward, left, back, and then you've outturned it, and it will probably hit the ground or the wall. Very unfortunate. Tetra is the way. Kick ass from some tanks. Special glass cannons. I agree. I would agree with you. Alright. Yeah, no, this is definitely the thick boy variant. Hell, might be able to run barrel. Nah, I can't. Unfortunate. Not necessary, though. Yeah, but with this setup, you have the same weapons, but you'll be so goddamn evasive. It is fucking good. Yeah, 381. That's fucking nuts, baby. You can operate at your range. You can get to it hella quick. Your dodge distance is nutty. With the Coral Gen, you can take advantage of just like going up to the sky. Hell, you can charge your fired Winsetsus to stay in the air longer, and then boom, back in the hover in the air. Very neato tech indeed. Dodge, then fire, fire, boom, back into it. All that cool stuff. That's really just if you want to stretch it. And of course, you don't have to fire the javelins at the exact same time, although it can be most useful. But yeah, good times. Basically, this version would probably be able to kite the original, although with the javs, honestly, the speed would probably be able to outdo the javs. So honestly, yeah, more patient player would be able to definitely use this to beat up the original version and probably have better luck against other rushdown builds, methinks. More faster, you just became a glass cannon. Excuse me. Not exactly. 10k AP and 1900 stability is definitely not a glass cannon. Plus, you have Tetra Kicks, baby. And it'll probably be staggered or close to it by the time they even get to you. Mustn't underestimate the power of the Rensetsus and the Javelin Beta. I gotta wake up in like half an hour, so you're gonna head out. Gotcha, gotcha. Good luck with the Requiems. Thank you, brother. Have a good one. Alright. So yeah, alright. Looking good. So yeah, no, this would definitely be my Requiem take on a spider kite. Which I suppose becomes a lamb kite. Still Tetra legs, just better for the job indeed. A heavy Tetra with kiting capabilities is just not going to beat a Tetra with close range capabilities or pretty much any other build with a close range emphasis, methinks. A lot less health and stability, but still a decent amount of it. Much more speed, versatility, and yeah, the weapons are fine-tuned indeed. And just not to worry about the Basho arms and their shitty recoil control and firearm. They have 66 recoil, which is better than both of the recoil of 12 recoil combined, which means the recoil won't be anything bad, especially you know, on these arms it won't be bad at all. The firearm spec doesn't matter because we're running Waltz, which has near max and medium range, which is the range we'll be in, as well as a bit in both, just in case we go a little overboard. So yeah, should have very good lock-on times indeed. Indeed, indeed. Yes, this be Requiem. Alright, now I say we take a look at the Red Gun Primes and get that rolling for sure. Alright. Red Gun Prime, huh? Guess we'll start with the basis of Michigan. Alright, let's create the original Red Gun Prime. Or, yeah, Red Gun Prime out of the originals anyway. Let's look at them all. So I would say... most are on bipedal. 2 are on tetra. And heavy tetra is definitely probably the best play, considering most of these are all, like, close-range weapons themselves. So, Herm. Definitely quite the thought process. Alright, so what do I like out of all of them the most, I think, that I would like to take and adapt? What does Iguazu have to offer? Honestly, nothing. Nothing at this loadout that I like particularly. Like the Quan G. Missile launchers are good. Zimizo is a good one. A heavy tetra? Yeah. I think Red Gun Prime's gonna be a heavy tetra. Considering most of the Red Gun's weapons are close range and ballistic, we might as well go all out and just have it be a tetra. Because A, 2 of them have it, and these are probably the 2 strongest as well. Good old G1 and, what, G4? Or G3? I forget. No, it is G4, I think. I gotta name all these ACs. They're reforged names for sure. So you can always look back on it. Definitely get that done rather sooner than later. So explosive thrower I want to keep. Tetra legs I want to keep. Probably this shield. Kind of shoulder mounts though. So explosive thrower keeps. Shield. Probably. For shoulder mounts and other primary though. Herm. It's gonna be interesting also what name to choose for G1 Reforged. I have not chosen one yet. I pretty much wait to choose by the time I'm like filming the episode, so I can just make sure as many names are in the pot as possible, and then choose the best one methinks. Indeed, but I think we got some good ones. Maybe the Quan G. Quan G's heat. These split missiles are pretty damn good. This is good. Rock with these. What are the best arms the Red Guns have? Lander C3. Lander. Ooh, yeah, I'd probably go with these. Probably go with Volta's arms. Well, actually, yeah. Can we run with the snail arms? Nah. But we can get these. Which is good. Very good. Herm. PO4. Nothing, 'cause he's a tank. PO4. PO4. I'll get PO4. Yeah, they all have PO4. Alright, so P4 it is. FCS. Who is the best close range FCS out of the bunch? Although, like, naturally it doesn't matter because we're using two weapons that don't really scale that much with our FCS. But I guess which one has the better all-rounded FCS out of the bunch? Probably Guasu. Yeah, Talbot. Albabot. Talbot. Max Missile Lock. Max Missile Lock. PO5. Alright, so Talbot it is. Sentai. Imagine Sentai's gonna be the best gen we have for this as well. Not again, you're glitching in and out. Oh god. Good god. Alright, we have access to Mangtang. Langtai. Mangtang. Sentai. Mangtang. And Sentai. Alright. Sentai looks good. Mangtang will get lighter, which is neat. A little more recharge, a lot less capacity, but it's not like we really need it. Yeah, Sentai's probably just gonna be our best bet. Give us the most mobility. Does any of them actually have pulse armor? Not pulse protection. Pulse protection can suck a geck. Guasu has nothing, I know that. This Brody probably has nothing as well. Nothing. Nothing. Pulse armor, yeah, let's go. Alright. Missile man. Alright, pulse armor. Alright, this is pretty much the best of Balaam. I mean, we could swap this out for like a songbird, but might as well have some type of missiles. Some type of missiles. Making the Reforge, though, is going to be interesting as well. Alright, we got a whole second of instant guard duration. Pretty heat. Missiles. Explosive thrower with the Quan G. Not actually a bad combo. But the time before our missiles come back, but I mean, what you gonna do? Probably the best we got. Actually, you know what? I just had an idea. I think to Honored Shattered, I will give him the privilege of making the best out of the originals. I'll give him this as my first concept, but then I want him to do anything he can to make it better with using all the red gun stuff, and I'll make the Reforge. I think that sounds pretty cool. What you think, Crow? I think that'd be neat. Considering so far, Shattered has helped with every single Reforge video, as well as every single Requiem since Season 2, and now we're in Season 3, so that's pretty heat. Yeah? Nice. Hell yeah. Alright, so I suppose we can just save this as a draft, hand it over to him, he can do whatever he pleases with the rest, and we can make our Reforge Ray Gun Prime. That would work? Hell yeah. Very heat. Alright, I'll put him right here for now. Now let's make our Red Gun Prime. Alright, for primary weapons, what do we want? We have access to the Rensetsu, the Isogen. Probably going to pick similar primaries. We've also, I'm looking at the wrong one. We have access to the Javelin, which is fucking sick. Both Javelins, Javelin Alpha and Beta. Siege Missile. Hell, I might just stick with the back weapons of upgraded Michigan of the double fucking... Oh, not double, actually. Well, we have access to one Fasan, which I guess we could double up on, but, I mean, you know, don't have to. But honestly, a bazooka, an explosive thrower, and double facade would kind of be fucking nuts. That would be fucking power. Might not have enough EN to run such a thing, though. We even have a great gen. Oh, it's because of our gen being shit. Which we can definitely run Coral as we've had it on multiple. Pulse for sure. Might as well Talbot. Coral booster. Keep the legs. We can even go thicker in the arms, although probably not once we put weapons on them. Explosive throw for sure. Gotta love it. Overburdened, huh? Overburdened, eh? Let's go with this and then shrink up the arms. Yeah. See what else other primaries we have access to pair with our explosive thrower. Also, we have a name for Gun Zero. Well, his name is going to be Gun Zero, Red Gun Prime. So, I mean, that's kind of a name already, but, you know, I get you. That's not good. Oh, what happened? What's not good, my friend? Let's go run for primaries. Run Javelin. Could run Setsu. Could run the heavy machine gun. And could run a minigun. Interesting. I guess we couldn't run Quan Ji considering it's not part of the Requiem version, is it? Which one had the Quan Ji? Which one of y'all bastards? Wait, who had the Quan Ji? The hell? Where did I get that from? Was that on someone's back? Oh, yeah, here we go. Barely missed it. So I upgraded the Quan Ji to Javelin, I see, for the more direct hit. Gotcha, considering I have 3 other weapons to build up high stagger. Makes sense, I guess. What you got? Try a pile bunker, no red gun is one. So that's the thing. I can only build out of the pieces from all the reforged versions of the ACs. Just like how Shatter will only be able to build out of the originals. So I can't really go off the walls necessarily. I mean, technically adding 2 facades is a bit of a stretch considering I only added 1 in the actual reforge, but... I mean... You know? I would say if Shadow wants to double up on weapons from the originals as well, I say that's A-okay with me, man. Yeah, so the idea with this would just be charge up, bazooka, explosive thrower, facades, just schmelt his BB. We have the dodge distance over him. We have similar AP if he goes down the same road as me, although he might have a little more. But I do have the better ranged weapon and higher damaging indeed. But we pretty much have we could potentially have the same type of primaries. But we'll see. Or similar anyway, bazooka and a thrower. Which would definitely be very good indeed. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. Although with this new stuff, can we go thicker arms now? Doesn't seem so. Damn Zba. Looking good, looking good. Now we gotta get a color scheme for gun prime as well. What could we do? I think with the eyes fully red. What else could we do? Hum. But who gives a damn if it's overkill? You're goddamn right. Gotta double tap on mine. Oh, I was removed from my own party. Let's go. Let's get it. Maybe a second camo. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. This one, shiny, shiny, shine. Makes the colors more vibrant, methinks. What can we do for camo? Pattern. Oh, God. These camos do be camoing. Or snow camo. Yeah. Getcha, getcha. Sand camo is pixel. Yeah, I get you, I get you. Kind of like the idea of no cam, honestly. Not gonna lie. At least I'm not very good at. Well, maybe I'll tweak around with the camos a little more later, but make it really look good. Get it with the colorings of the most of the red guns. But yeah. Definitely adding a good shine to these. Makes them a little more emphasized. Methinks. I'm just here to give you ideas. Hell yeah, brother. I appreciates it. Appreciates it indeed. Gotta give him a clean look. Considering this is prime. He's Himothy. Looking like a brand new boy. Straight out the shop. Hell yeah. I'll probably add each emblem of all the red guns once we get the final version, which this probably will be, but me and Chad will definitely do the PvP test. And then if this build ends up not succeeding, then of course I'll just keep tweaking it until it's perfect. And then, yeah, it will do so. And then once that's done, I'll plaster on all the emblems, and then it should be looking good. This may or may not be the final verdict. We'll see. Just message you on Discord. Gotcha. What had thee messaged me, I wonder? Yeah, I'm totally down, man. I am totally down for this, indeed. I'm on pretty much most days, all days, sometimes doing stuff, but I can always multitask and, of course, always make time for those who wish to do epic things. Yeah, no, I'll totally be down to help you with all things Elden Ring or other by art. And I think this is pretty solid for now. Let's see if Hopeless is still alive. If he is, might give him this build and see what he thinks. See if he wants to play around with it. I don't think he uses any more, damn. Nope, Hopeless ain't live. Damn. Because you usually mess around with dark forest camo. I see, I see. That's fucking sick. Ads are epic. Ads are most epic sauce. I would say so, my friending. Indubitably. Alright. Looks like we got a pretty good sesh in here. How many Requiems do we get? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Requiems. And so far, the first draft of Red Gun Prime. As well as a semi-draft of original Red Gun Prime. Which I think I overcasted with this boy, which I definitely did, but that's alright. That's alright. Message back so I remember. Oh, you got it. Gotcha. But yes, with all of that said, though, I wish there was someone out streaming so I could give y'all over to them's, but I cannot. Yeah, no, I'll probably retire the stream here in a second. I appreciate y'all for showing up. And of course, to those who did as well. I'll be sure to make all the other builds a community post if they don't get featured in the video itself. And yeah, we should have a pretty cool reforge with the ending of Chapter Red Gun, indeed. And then, of course, after that, I'll be making a post for which Vesper we take a look at. Normally, we do chronological order, or just number order, but nah. Sentinel, that's the name. That's a pretty good name, man. Gun 0, Sentinel, Red Gun Prime. Not bad, pretty heat. Alright, well, I'm gonna head out for now. I'll still be on, just kinda, you know, vibing. So, Lord Son, if you need help with Elden Ring and you're still on, do let me know. But, yeah, I appreciate y'all for showing up. Indubitably. I'll see y'all next time. I'll see y'all in Requiem and Reforge and any other projects in between. Have a good one for now, y'alls. Bases.